Ever wondered why dating feels so confusing? The answer isn't in your head, it's in our biology. Dr. David Buss, a top evolutionary psychologist, spent 30 years studying how people choose partners. He researched thousands of people in 50 countries and found something amazing. Female attraction follows patterns. It's not random or mysterious, it's based on evolution. When you understand these natural patterns, dating suddenly makes sense. You're not playing games or using tricks, you're simply learning how human nature works. This is about real science, not manipulation. We're going to explore what Dr. Buss discovered and how it can help you build better relationships. If dating has ever felt like a puzzle, you're not alone. Hit like if you want to understand the science of attraction. Subscribe for honest, research-based advice. Comment ready if you want to learn what really matters in relationships. Understanding human attraction through science. Dr. David Buss made a breakthrough discovery about relationships. People didn't just randomly decide what they find attractive. Our minds developed specific ways of choosing partners over millions of years. This isn't about what society teaches us, it's about natural instincts built into our brains. Buss researched thousands of women in 50 nations. The results were stunning because identical patterns appeared everywhere, in big cities and small villages alike. Female attraction isn't mysterious or unpredictable. It follows clear biological rules. Here's what women naturally look for in serious partners. First, they notice someone's potential to succeed, their goals, career path, and ability to provide. Second, they value emotional awareness and real kindness. Third, they check social standing and whether others respect you. Fourth, they look for reliability and consistency over time. Good looks? They're less important than most men believe, especially for lasting relationships. This is what most guys completely miss. Women's minds naturally evaluate long-term partnership quality, not just instant attraction. Their instincts automatically look for signs that you can offer security, support, and stable companionship for years ahead. This explains something puzzling. Why does a confident man with clear direction attract more interest than a handsome guy without goals? It's not about being superficial, it's about survival patterns that nature developed over countless generations. Most men struggle because they don't get this basic truth. They focus too much on appearance and immediate sparks. They want quick approval instead of demonstrating lasting value. They misunderstand friendly gestures as romantic signals. I knew someone called Nathan who learned this lesson. He was fit, naturally likable, and always available. But every relationship fizzled out within months. Nathan was genuinely confused. The reason became obvious when viewing his life through this scientific lens. Nathan showed zero drive beyond working out. He had no career vision, no future plans, and no path showing he was building anything. Women weren't turning Nathan down because they were greedy or superficial. Their natural instincts were checking for partnership potential, and Nathan wasn't showing any. Then, things shifted. Nathan got serious about his career. He started talking about future ambitions and plans. He showed purposeful, directed behavior in his daily life. The response from women changed dramatically. Same guy, same looks, same personality, different signals, totally different outcomes. This shows the biological truth we must accept. Women's brains have natural selection systems that automatically activate when they spot certain evolutionary signals. You can't debate with nature, you can't bargain with biology. You can only learn these systems and match your actions to them. Ever wonder why women say they want something but consistently choose something else? You're seeing evolutionary instincts at work. What people consciously think they prefer doesn't always match what their deeper biological responses actually react to. Women might honestly believe they only care about character, but their evolved instincts still powerfully respond to signs of capability, social respect, and partnership value. Both things are true at once because conscious thoughts and unconscious biological reactions work on separate levels. Learning this science transforms everything about dating. You stop feeling confused by contradictions. You stop taking rejection as personal failure. You realize that attraction follows natural patterns refined over evolutionary history. and you can finally align your growth and actions with what genuinely works instead of what you hope might work. The natural selection process. Women's brains use automatically. Dr. David Buss discovered something important about how women think. They have powerful natural systems for judging whether a man is a good long-term partner. This isn't something they consciously decide or carefully plan. It's automatic mental processing that happens without them even knowing. Here's what happens in women's minds when they evaluate men for serious relationships. Their brains naturally check four main things. First, stability over time. Do you act the same way consistently, or do you change dramatically? Second, life direction. Are you building something real in your life, or just drifting without goals? Third, commitment potential. Will you stay during tough times, or leave when problems come? Fourth, health indicators like physical wellness, smart thinking, and emotional control. This is why small actions actually make huge differences in dating. Buss's studies across many cultures found something interesting. Women developed extra strong abilities to spot unreliable behavior. Why? Because ancient women who picked undependable men faced real dangers. Picture a man who brought food and safety one month but vanished the next. This left women and children in serious trouble. The modern version is simple. When you act unpredictable in dating, texting all the time one week, then disappearing the next, you're setting off ancient warning signals in her mind. Her natural instincts automatically label you as unreliable, even if she can't explain why you suddenly feel wrong. I knew someone named Marcus who thought being mysterious meant randomly pulling away from women. What he was really doing was triggering their natural systems for detecting unreliable partners. His supposed technique completely failed because it went against millions of years of female instincts designed to filter out inconsistent men. What does Buss's research actually show? Steady behavior signals reliability. This doesn't mean being boring or dull, it means being dependable. When you say you'll call, you actually do. When you make plans, you keep them. When you promise something, you deliver. This steadiness sends a strong message to her natural instincts. I'm stable and trustworthy. I'm reliable. You can safely invest in me as a partner. Buss found something surprising. Women don't want perfect men. They want predictable core behaviors. In every culture he studied, women valued dependability more than almost anything else when choosing serious partners. Why does this matter in real dating? Stop playing games with your time. Stop pretending to be busy when you're not. Stop using hot and cold tactics where you're interested one day and distant the next. These behaviors trigger women's casual dating instincts, which focus on physical attraction for short flings. They don't activate serious relationship instincts, which focus on partnership quality for lasting connections. If you only want casual encounters, different rules matter. But for real relationships, Buss's research is crystal clear. Reliability wins over mystery every single time. Here's how to apply this. Show up when you promise to. Keep every commitment you make. Stay emotionally stable instead of having mood swings. Show goal-focused behavior consistently over months, not just days. This isn't about becoming dull or predictable in a bad way. It's about showing natural reliability signals that female instincts have been looking for throughout human history. Women respond strongly to these signals because their brains are naturally built to recognize them. You're not tricking anyone. You're simply matching your actions with biological reality that nature created over hundreds of thousands of years. The amazing part is that women often can't even explain why steady men suddenly become more appealing. They just sense it. Their natural psychology recognizes the reliability signals and reacts positively. This is why the guy who seems less thrilling but shows solid consistency often gets lasting relationships over the unpredictable guy who creates more immediate excitement and drama. Evolution rewarded women who picked reliable partners, and today's women inherited that same mental system. Understanding this changes your whole dating approach. You stop trying to create fake mystery. You start building real reliability that her natural psychology automatically notices and appreciates. The key is consistency in important areas. Be the person who does what he says. Build your career and goals steadily. Treat her with the same respect every time you meet. Show emotional maturity in how you handle problems. Women's brains are wired through evolution to value these qualities above almost everything else for serious partners. When you demonstrate them genuinely, you're working with nature, not against it. How female attraction works on natural instinct, not modern ideas. This is where Buss's findings challenge common beliefs. Women's attraction runs on natural principles that often conflict with what society says women should want. Buss spent years carefully studying these patterns across many cultures worldwide. The same behaviors showed up everywhere, from modern developed countries to isolated traditional communities. This proves we're not seeing cultural teaching or learned behavior. This is natural programming built into female instincts. The key finding that explains everything: women have two completely separate attraction systems that turn on in different situations and settings. System 1 is casual attraction instincts. This activates based on physical health markers. It focuses strongly on looks, self-assurance, and social power. It values immediate physical quality over long-term partnership concerns. Studies show this system gets strongest during fertile periods when pregnancy is most possible. System 2 is serious relationship instincts. This activates based on partnership quality markers instead. It focuses on security, stability, emotional awareness, and dedication signals. It values partnership strength over immediate chemistry feelings. This system stays active throughout the entire month. This explains why men get so puzzled by female responses. They don't understand women are running completely different mental programs depending on the situation. The guy who easily gets casual dates often completely fails at building committed relationships. Meanwhile, the guy who builds strong long-term bonds might initially struggle attracting women at first. These aren't mixed signals from women, they're two separate natural systems working for different goals. Buss's studies proved something groundbreaking. Women developed flexible attraction strategies to maximize both physical health through casual partners with strong genetics and resource security through committed partners with strong providing ability. Both systems exist together because both helped evolutionary survival needs. What does this mean in real dating? If you only show casual value like physical presence, immediate fun, and social dominance, you'll get short-term interest but struggle creating anything serious. If you only show relationship value like stability, resources, and dependability, you might face early resistance because you're not triggering physical attraction signals. The answer Buss's research clearly points to: activate both systems together, but do it genuinely rather than through manipulation. Show you're capable and strong, which signals good genetics, while also proving you're dependable, which signals partnership quality. Display confidence and social skills while simultaneously showing future plans and achievement focus. Here's a real example that shows this perfectly. Daniel was stable, financially comfortable, and emotionally aware, yet he struggled attracting women at first. Why? He presented completely as relationship material without triggering any immediate attraction signals whatsoever. When Daniel started focusing on physical fitness, building real social confidence, and showing more personality alongside his existing stability, women's reactions changed dramatically. He wasn't becoming fake or pretending. He was simply activating both natural attraction systems instead of just one. Buss's findings confirm something crucial. The most successful committed relationships start when men show both physical attraction qualities and partnership qualities early in dating. This completely satisfies women's dual attraction psychology from the beginning. The natural logic behind this makes total sense. Ancient women who chose partners offering both good health and reliable support produced healthier children who survived much better than kids from other matches. Today's women inherited this exact preference because it worked successfully for thousands of generations. You're not battling this biological system. You're learning how it operates so you can work with it successfully. This is why the full picture matters. Being only physically appealing triggers casual psychology but fails relationship evaluation. Being only stable and secure passes relationship tests but fails to spark initial attraction. Combining both qualities activates complete female attraction psychology. Grasping this removes confusion forever. Women aren't being contradictory when they desire both excitement and security. They're showing two different natural systems designed for different relationship contexts. When you demonstrate both genuinely, you satisfy both systems, and attraction becomes clear rather than confusing. The practical takeaway is straightforward. Develop yourself in multiple areas. Work on your physical health and appearance. Build real confidence through achievements and social skills. At the same time, create career direction, financial stability, and emotional maturity. Show ambitious goals alongside present moment enjoyment. This isn't about becoming someone you're not, it's about becoming the most complete version of yourself. Someone who naturally triggers both attraction systems that evolution created in women's minds. When you understand these two systems exist, dating makes sense. You stop wondering why some approaches work in certain situations but not others. You recognize which system you're activating and adjust accordingly. The understanding shift. How learning about human nature changes. Dating. Something interesting happens when men learn about human behavior and attraction. Their whole approach to dating transforms. Not because they become fake, but because they finally see what actually works. This change follows a clear path. First step. Seeing the pattern. You start noticing that women's choices aren't random or confusing. Attraction follows natural patterns rooted in biology. Once you see this, everything makes more sense. The mystery disappears. When Mark studied relationship psychology, he felt immediate relief. Now I get why some things work and others fail. It's not about me being rejected, it's about natural compatibility. Second step. Working with nature. Instead of fighting how things naturally work, you adjust your approach. You stop trying to change what women want. You focus on building qualities that naturally attract them. This isn't being dishonest, it's self-improvement. You develop real value like ambition, reliability, and emotional maturity that people naturally look for in partners. Third step. Better choices. You become pickier because you understand compatibility better. You can tell when someone wants something casual versus serious. You stop chasing bad matches. Research shows that men who understand attraction psychology waste less time on wrong situations. They read signs better and move on from poor fits quickly. Fourth step. Real confidence. Dating. Stress fades when you understand the system. Mixed signals don't confuse you anymore. You see them as uncertainty or changing priorities. Nothing feels personal. David spent years puzzled by contradictions. Women say they want nice guys but date confident ones. They claim looks don't matter, but clearly they do. Nothing added up. After learning about behavior psychology, David understood the gap. What women say reflects what they think they should want. How they actually behave shows what they naturally respond to. Words show conscious preferences shaped by society. Actions show natural responses shaped by biology over thousands of years. This explained everything. Women truly value kindness, especially for serious relationships, but initial attraction still responds to confidence and presence. Both are real because different mental systems operate together. Once David grasped this, dating got easier. Show long-term value through stability and emotional intelligence to build trust. Display short-term appeal through confidence and fitness to create initial spark. Then let natural psychology take over. No tricks needed, just understanding how people actually work. The real result. Men who learn about attraction psychology don't become negative or cold. They become practical. They drop unrealistic expectations. They stop taking biological responses personally. They cooperate with human nature instead of resisting it. That's exactly when dating genuinely improves. Understanding beats confusion every time. When you see the real patterns behind attraction and relationships, everything becomes clearer. You make better decisions. You build better connections. You waste less energy on things that never work. The transformation isn't about manipulation, it's about clarity. It's seeing reality as it is, not as we wish it were. And that awareness changes everything. Working with natural human patterns. After years of studying relationships, experts reached a simple truth. Good dating strategies work with human nature, not against it. Men who accept this stop struggling. They don't fight biology, they understand it. They don't fake interest. They genuinely meet natural needs. What this actually means: build real worth. Focus on genuine improvement, not shortcuts. Advance your career, learn emotional control, get healthier, develop social skills. These aren't tricks, they're qualities people naturally value in partners. Be honest and clear. Research shows successful couples communicate openly. Don't hide what you want. Don't play confusing games. Be clear about what you bring and what you're looking for. Choose carefully. Understanding attraction helps you spot good matches faster. You notice when someone wants something casual versus serious. You chase real possibilities and skip obvious mismatches. Stay emotionally stable. Knowing attraction follows natural patterns keeps you balanced. Rejection isn't personal failure, it's just incompatibility. Interest isn't magical approval, it's natural alignment. The peaceful result. When Tom applied these ideas to his dating life, everything felt easier. I'm not playing games, I show who I really am and let nature work. Compatible people respond, incompatible ones don't. Either way, I'm okay. That's the goal: calm, confident choices based on real compatibility. For men. Reading this, you're not learning manipulation, you're learning reality. Build genuine value. Show it honestly. Pick compatible partners. Let natural psychology do the work. For women reading this isn't reducing anyone to instinct. Relationship research respects the complex systems everyone has. Men understanding attraction benefits everyone. It removes confusion and creates better matches. The core truth: dating transforms when men stop resisting natural patterns and start cooperating with them. Not through deception, but through real development of valuable qualities. Build your resources, show reliability, demonstrate emotional strength, prove you can commit long-term. This isn't superficial, it's what evolution designed people to seek in partners. When you deliver this genuinely, attraction stops being mysterious. It becomes natural. People want partners who bring stability, confidence, and emotional maturity. They want someone who understands them and communicates well. They want compatibility, not games. The shift happens when you understand these fundamentals. You become better at reading situations. You waste less time on wrong matches. You build stronger connections with right ones. This knowledge doesn't make you cynical, it makes you effective. You see people clearly, you understand responses without taking them personally. You make smarter choices. You stop blaming others for natural preferences. You stop feeling confused by normal behavior. You accept reality and work within it successfully.